You're such an asshole.
AssholeConsulting.com from the garage that is not mine. The nieces wanted to play with Uncle Aaron. It's the only place I could escape. Because nieces, they have unlimited energy in it. Cappy, please keep me anonymous. I'm a repeat customer. I love all your content, especially your rants. Every boomer rant brings a tear to my eye, and I was going to request a video of another rant on the boomers. That is until I read another article about incurable gonorrhea. When I read an article on STDs, I am always amazed that with modern medicine and condoms, gonorrhea, syphilis, etc., are not things we read about in history books. I would now like a video on your ranting about and or explaining guys who do not want and or refuse to wear condoms. Please take the following items into consideration in your rant, but do not feel limited to buy them. What the fuck were these guys thinking? They were thinking about sex. Was it Molyneux? Somebody was saying that, like, when you're approaching a woman or you think you're about to have sex, your IQ drops for like 10 or 15, like a full standard deviation. You become an idiot. And you know, keep in mind, you're programmed to want to breed, so not using a condom, yeah, it feels better. Okay, there's that aspect. But then there's also, you cannot dismiss the 80% volume of your brain that's like, yeah, we should procreate. Don't worry about whether we can afford it or not, or whether she's a quality mother or not, or we got government checks, we got the Democrat Party. So they're not thinking. That's really, they're not thinking about STDs either. Is it bad enough to roll the dice with a one-night stand? But there are guys... Is it bad enough to roll the dice with a one-night stand, but there are guys paying extra to bareback a prostitute? Well, those aren't exactly your smartest guys either. If you want me to rant against... If there's something to rant against, it's stupid people. And then that's all it is. And you know, obviously, if you're tuning into this channel, you're smarter than the average bear, and actually that is true. But don't confuse yourself and your logic and your clarity and clear thinking with the average dipshit who lines up at McDonald's, goes shopping at Walmart, is morbidly obese, and still has student loan debt. They're not thinking. The missing key to this is you're assuming they're capable of thinking, and they're not. STD-wise, have they put us back to the 1850s? I have to check on the statistics and all that. We're going back. I don't think the STDs were that high in the 1850s because people were more, not pure, what's the word I'm looking for? There was more monogamy, you'd wait till marriage, blah, blah, blah. We're certainly going back, and by we, I mean Western civilization. Let's also not discount the percentage of the population that's growing with immigrants who have higher STD rates. And I know this isn't politically correct. I don't care. It's true. But as the minority population grows, they tend to have higher STD infection rates. So if you wanted to keep a consistent control group, you'd look at WISE. But even there, STD rates are going back up. You can go to the CDC. I did a study on the baby boomers of all the various social, economic, political, and whatever other plagues, drug use, STDs, and it for everybody, out of wedlock birth. So I only bring up the percentage of the population in terms of demographics because that has a direct impact, but also the long-term trend, white, black, Hispanic, Asian or not, has been going up. So I wish we were at the 1850s. Again, where are we talking the 1850s? United States, colonies, what? Have they put us back to the 1850s? No, I don't think so, but the other thing is they didn't have antibiotics back in the 1850s. So it's kind of comparing apples to oranges there, because what if we didn't have antibiotics today, what would the STD infection rate look like? That, I think we can kind of guess, because the behavior of modern day Westerners is so debauched, so stupid, so spoiled. I would almost bet a lot of money that we would blow through 1850s levels because of the lack of antibiotics. Should I enjoy the decline? Of course you should. That's why I wrote the book. By knowing these guys are rotting away somewhere, asking why me, while full well knowing why me. I don't know if you should, how How many people will say, oh yeah, yeah, I'm clean. You know, no one says, oh yeah, I'm dirty. Let's have sex anyway. You know, the STDs are, I'm not happy for someone who gets an STD. Why? Because you want to have sex? Unprotected sex too. I'm not even against that. But yeah, guys, it's a gamble. It's like, yeah, this is why you should wrap it up. I'm not happy that they're rotting away. I'm not happy that girls get infected. I'm not happy anybody gets an STD. But if you're gonna, play stupid games, win stupid prizes, please let me know how much it feels. Because I can't get that angry because having sex is natural for people. Having sex is fun. Having it without protection is more fun. And I know we got what's it called, penicillin and antibiotics and all that other stuff. But guys, you gotta wrap it up. You just gotta wrap it up. And again, not to bring race into it, but we have to bring race into it because if you look at the STD infection rates among the races, Asians are the safest to sleep with, blacks are the most. And I think hang on, let's look it up. Percent of black women with gonorrhea, it was some appallingly high, and I think gonorrhea is the ones that can be cured, but now they came out with this drug resistance gonorrhea, but 9 people were infected with it, and they inevitably did cure it with a different antibiotic. Percent black women, STDs. Oh, it's racist. No, this is actually anti-racist. This is very not racist, so that you young boys out there who happen to be black, sleeping with black women, know why you gotta wrap it up. STD in racial 2016 surveillance report. This is from the CDC. Oh, public health impact. I just want to know. $40.9 HIV 13.8 per 100,000%, and 40.4 among black or African Americans. So the average HIV infection rate is 13.8 per 100,000 of the population. Sorry, blacks are more. They're more than 3 times that rate. African Americans accounted for the following: 45% of the total. You guys are 13% of the population. Boys, are you paying attention? Are you paying the fuck attention? 60% of women, 64% of infections attributed to heterosexual contact, 64% of children ages below 13. Oh. African American males, 40%. Here's the one. Here's the gonorrhea. In 2014, 55.4% of all reported cases of gonorrhea occurred among blacks. The rate of gonorrhea among blacks was 405 cases per 100,000, so 0.5%. 10.6 times the rate among whites, which is kind of the industry average. Chlamydia, 1,117 cases per 100,000. That's over 1%. 5.7 against white. Syphilis. In general, guys, you got to wrap it up. I know one guy, white girlfriend, he came damn close. But especially in the higher risk groups, yeah, guys, you got to wrap it up. You have got to wrap it up. And you get tested. You're like, this is going to be regular squeeze. You all go get tested. You too. I cannot emphasize how wise it is to go, say, a Planned Parenthood or go to your doctor. Get tested for all that shit. Get tested for it all. Get a clean bill of health. Then you go and then you continue on. Because if you get infected, heaven help you if you get infected with herpes. That's not curable. Heaven help you if there's a viral strain of gonorrhea or syphilis that no longer reacts to antibiotics. It becomes a super STD. Heaven help you if you get AIDS or HIV. And a kid inevitably moves out of the house at 18. Unless you're, a liberal leftist, and then the kid just stays until they're 40. But some of these diseases, namely death, an illegitimate kid pales in comparison to that. So, guys, I know you're excited, and I know But you got to think. You got to think beforehand. And, you know, we've talked about it before. Forget getting a college degree. Forget working hard. Forget it. You know, the number one thing on how to be successful is do not fuck up. That is the number one thing. Do not fuck up. So for all you boys out there and all you girls too, all three that listen, yeah, let's make our lives a hell of a lot easier. Don't be getting no prostitutes. Don't be getting no prostitutes. Use a condom. And you know, then everybody get tested. Everybody should all go get tested. That's not one of the worst things you could do. You should all buy a little bit of cryptocurrency. You should all have guns and ammo. You should all have some silver. And you should all get yourself tested for the whole battery of STDs. Alright, that's it. You guys got questions, Cappy's got answers over at assholeconsulting.com. We'll see you all later. Toodles.